Good morning. Wednesday morning here. I have on the outside workbench here some items that I am going to be mailing out to a couple of my viewers. These are just a few items that I've gone through, the stuff that I had, and also the stuff that Dave sent me. I'm just going to box this stuff up. Some is going to Doug, some is going to Ron C. in Florida. Now, I'm just going to guess at who wants who. I know that Doug likes the kits, so he's going to be getting the kits in this here. And I'm going to send Doug this frequency counter. This special cable here I ordered, I think from eBay, I don't remember. I don't work with this stuff. This is something that's already built. It's a frequency counter, but it really isn't very useful to me. I have a couple of them. I have a Fluke, and I have the other one I got. I can't remember the brand name now. And this one only goes down to 1 megacycle or 1 megahertz, so it's really not very useful for me, as I recall. And it's very small to read, so I'll probably send this to Doug. These caps are all the little green caps, Mylar polyester, that I ordered on Amazon when I was going to try to restore the garage radio myself. And I have never opened this. The 100 volt caps max, so basically they're good for like transistor radios and stuff like that. I am never going to use it. So, I mean, they're brand new, unopened. They still got plastic on them. I'm going to send this to Ron C. because he's done stuff for me before, along with some floor sweepings. Now I've got a bunch of these, so I don't need any more, and I've sent some of these, I believe, to Greg also a year or so ago. Sal's capacitor corner now is called Tony's capacitor corner. Sal, I guess, is not running it anymore. But Sal was nice enough to enclose these in my regular order at that time. And basically, they're just what it says, floor sweepings. Nothing wrong with the caps. They may be a little scuffed up from being stepped on, probably. I have tested a lot of these, and they're right on the money. And and there's some other things in here too. These are just in my extra capacity box. My drawers are full, so I don't need any more. So I'm going to send these two items to Ron C. in Florida, and I am not sure who I'm going to send this low capacity Heathkit oscilloscope kit to yet. It's undecided. So what I'm going to probably do is to start boxing up Doug's stuff right here. So as I mentioned before, I like to give back, because people give to me. I like to give back, and instead of going to the ham auction and picking up stuff that I have absolutely no room for, and I am not going there and lugging heavy oscilloscopes and a 60 amp trip light power supply. That thing is very, very heavy, and I'll probably rip out my hernia completely, and then only have to bring it back if it don't sell. So I'm not going to go to the ham auction. I'm going to use the money to pay back in my own way stuff that I don't need and others can use, and that's the way it's going to be. So at the start of this, I'm going to gather some more stuff. I'll be back if there is any more, that is. There's always something around somewhere. I also got your tube tester all set there, Dan of Cool Blue Lights, along with the certificates of the silly certificates for the doctor's thing, and I'm going to give you the Hackbar cane. So when you come over here to pick the tube tester up, I'm going to give you those items also. I'll be right back. Okay, I have here a bag of resistors, not ordinary resistors. These came from Dave. I can't use them. Now, these I'm not sending to Ron C. or Doug, okay? I am sending these to somebody who will restore a vintage radio using vintage parts. These are new old stock dog bone resistors. I really can't tell if I'm in camera because I got an awful glare. Okay, these are new old stock dog bone resistors. When I first looked at the bag, I only saw a few. I was not aware that there was this many. Now, I have no idea what the values are on. Now, I don't sell on eBay, so I'm not going to deal with that, you know, because the seller has absolutely no rights on eBay. If the customer says he didn't get the item, eBay's going to side with the customer, and you have to give back the money. And for me, that would be disastrous. I'd rather give them away. I got them free, and I'm not asking for anything. Am I in camera here? I'm sorry, got this daylight right in the lens here. I think I'm still in camera. There's many of them here. All new old stock, full length leads, dog bone resistors. I'm not sure who is going to get these. I really don't know. But there they are. I'm thinking of Buzz 1151 because he does quite a bit of the vintage radios. I don't know of any other guys that do it. A lot of channels I'm not subscribed to. So on this particular bunch of items here, you'll have to chime in on it. Normally I don't like doing that because sometimes two people ask at the same time, and then I'm in a precarious situation where I have to decide who gets it. When I'm right up front, like with saying I'm going to send something to Doug or I'm going to send something to Ron C., that's the way it's going to be. However, these are going to be sent to somebody who will use or try to use these. No, not saying that these are going to be accurate. I have no idea how Dave got them, but Dave must have been in electronics for many years. So these, like I say, are new old stock, and this particular batch of items is going to be sent to somebody who will use them in their projects, not to resell on eBay. Dave said he can do with these items as I want, as long, you know, he doesn't have any problem with that, but I won't sell them. So this is my, like I say, this is my way of giving back. So these items only are up in the air as to who gets them. I will box them up, and that will be it. That'll be a separate box, and I will ship them out at my expense when I hear from somebody. Now, whoever wants them, I don't want to have to choose a whole bunch of things, so I'm going to have to kind of like check out the person's channel and see what they do. And I will send it to him. Now, if Buzz 1151 wants them, he's going to get them. He's going to be the first, okay? Anybody else I don't know, they will have to put their address down in the comments. I know I don't do it. I will never do it. But that's the only way I can deal with that, because I am not putting my personal information out there. So that's the way it is on that one. We'll continue on here. Okay, Doug's package is already packed up. I'm giving Doug the Heathkit probe. He does more experimentation than anything else. I gave him some other stuff in here. An old solder sucker, mechanical one that I never can use. And this I got at a dollar thrift store a couple of years ago, I guess it was. B&K transistor tester, and I don't have the leads for it, but I hooked up some of my leads I had on it, and I'm not sure if it's working fully or not. Some transistors it shows, others it don't. But what the heck? It comes with a nice case and everything. So, Doug, you're getting these goodies, and they're going to be boxed up. And Ron of Florida, I'm giving away this scanner. It's a programmable scanner, but it's very complicated to program. These modern things are, in other words, it's not direct entry. And it does work, but it's very confusing, and I have to have the book in front of me. I can't deal with that stuff. I'm from the old school. I used to have scanners where you can direct enter, push like 146.67 or whatever, and hit enter, and it'll work. With this, you got a whole merry-go-round of steps to go through. It's like that Heiko soldering station. It stays in Celsius, and I can't get it into Fahrenheit. I tried and tried and tried, and somebody gave me instructions to that. So it looks like I'm going to be stuck working on the damn Celsius. So I just crank it all the way up and call it good. That's all. But anyways, Ron C. in Florida is getting this, as well as the sun's right in the viewfinder. I can't even tell if I'm in screen. I think I am. He's getting the floor sweeping caps, and he's getting the I don't know, a couple hundred caps of unopened 100 volt Mylar polyester caps. They use these in transistor radios and stuff like that. Since you do all that microscopic stuff as well as Doug, so these items you are getting, Ron, and I plan on getting both of these out there, and we're going to wait on the dog bone resistors like I said before. Okay, Doug, your package is all packaged up and ready to go. I threw a couple of little items in there that I have no use for, and just taking up room in the shop anyhow. We got to condense down the shop. So we're getting rid of some stuff that I don't need. So that takes care of Doug's package. Now, Ron C. in Florida getting the scanner, floor sweeping caps, which there's nothing wrong with them. Cosmetically, some of them are a little scuffed up. Most of them are like, you know, they weren't on the floor at all. And they were extras, and you could probably use them in your projects. And I know that the 100-volt Mylar polyester caps can be used too. And we're going to get a box for these, and I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, working on Ron C. of Florida's package. I have a Radio Shack digital multimeter that I had for many, many years. Because I got so many of them now, I'm using the better ones. There's nothing wrong with this except it needs a battery. The only thing that happened is when I was I had this under the bench in my workshop, and it got a little paint, was latex paint on the very edge of the display, and I really couldn't get it off. It works perfectly, and you can plainly see everything in it. There's no point of it. I've got about 5 extra meters, not counting the ones that you saw on the bench. So I'm giving them that. I'm giving them the Tucson radio that I left the batteries in. It works fine. You just have to remove the batteries, because I jumped out the switch. I made a video on this, I believe I did. Okay. I'm giving them this, and I had this since the very, very early 70s. And this is a amplified speaker unit, battery operated, no batteries in it. And what I used to use back in the 70s, I can't get the cover back on, is I used to plug this into, when I went to the Opryland, which they tore down and made stupid condos in there instead. Back in 1978, I had a Pearl recorder. Now, it was a micro cassette recorder. Paid a lot of money for it on time payments back when I was living on Broad Street, living at home. And I used to plug this in so I can hear it at a Pearl recorder, because, you know, playing it to the small speaker. So, well, I can't seem to get the cover on. I have more trouble with these things. The older I get, I just can't see anymore. So, Ron, you can get the cover on there. This is why I don't work with small stuff anymore. I'm getting rid of all the stuff that I can't use. All right, so he's getting these items. He's getting a computer cord. I don't know where it goes to or anything. Don't deal with it. This is an older soldering iron that I had in my junk box, because I got the 40 watt from Dave. I mean, I don't need all these, so somebody else can use it. Here is a frequency counter that I got from eBay, and it's kind of screwy the way it works, but it does work. I don't need it. It don't take up that much room, but somebody else can get a use out of it. So, and a Radio Shack sound level meter, which works perfectly. It's analog, but again, I don't use it, so why have it kicking around and taking up room where other items could go in the box. So I think, see, am I still recording? Seems like every time I look at the battery indicator, it's down to yellow all the time. So we'll put that in here. Protect it a little bit. I got a lot of these zip bags when Dave gave me all these items. Okay, we'll put that in here. And we got to get some more packing, which I have. Let me Okay, and put that up here. All right, I got to get some more packing. I'll be back. The sun is probably right in the damn lens, as always. So let's wrap some of this stuff up here. Just to kind of protect things a little bit. I think we're okay. We're going to shove a little more packing in there. All the items are individually wrapped too, so they should arrive okay. It's only got to go to Florida, so it shouldn't be too bad. It's kind of an odd-shaped box, but that's all that I had. So I'll be back. Oops. One of these caps got away. Well, let's put it down in the with the meter, I guess. Don't think I lost anything. All right, we'll be back. Okay, well, the battery's getting low here, so we're going to be getting ready to pack this up here. Put a little piece of tape to hold this together until I don't think it's going to hold. It's not exactly the strongest box, but that's all I have right now. I'm going to try to hold it together so I can get the fiberglass packing tape on here. Of course, it never lines up with the seam. Have a wrinkle in the tape, but there's nothing you can do about that. Never can line it up. I'm always off the seam. That's nothing new. Nothing new, my folks. So, go this way. So we're going to keep the box together. Hope that don't show on the camera. I'll check it on the video before I post it. Thought I had all the labels off of these boxes. Okay, I think we're all set there. Put this back on. Otherwise the tape goes back on itself and you never find the end again. Okay. Kind of a flimsy box, but I have a better, much stronger one, but it's way too big. All right. That's it, folks. We're going to end this video. So we've got 2 packages that are going to go out. Doug, DERB, and Ron C. of Florida. That's what's going out today. And the dog bone resistors, I'm just going to wait to see who will use them in their restoration. And like I say, I am going to, if it's somebody I don't know, I want to check out the channel and see what, I'm more than happy to give them to them, but I'm not going to give them to somebody that's going to sell them on eBay, because they are a new old stock. And I know Dave said he don't mind. As a matter of fact, he told me sell whatever you don't want on eBay, but I don't sell on eBay. As I said so many times before, the sellers have no rights. Somebody could say I didn't get it and they want the money back, and I would have to, because eBay sides with the buyer, not the seller. The seller has no rights, so I will never sell on eBay. I buy on eBay, but I never sell. Okay, that's it, folks. We're giving you a lot of videos, aren't we? Taking care of you and keeping you entertained? Okay, all boxed up. I even got some cardboard from a cereal box. Put some tight bond glue on the bottom of it. Glued it to the top of the package to make it a little stronger, and then put masking tape all around the edges, and while the glue's drying I'll write out the address and I'll haul ass to the post office and mail them out. That concludes the video for today.